Good morning, YouTube. This is your captain speaking. You're on the lifeboat. What is going on? I am not feeling good this morning. Hence why I'm late. Sorry about that. Didn't want to not go live, but yeah, I'm not feeling super hot today. Feeling really slow. I tell you what, I only have to make it one more day, and they're gonna take my tooth out. So we're gonna take today real nice and easy. And then I'm gonna get some care tomorrow. That'll be great. Caddy Connie, I Live for Now, Miradira, Ben Turner, Russ Allen, good to see you guys. Kristen Melinda, Izzy E, always a pleasure. Duffster Rhymes, Shannon Smith, Kevin Hawthorne, hello, Sandy Wandy, Shelly Kelly, what's going on? Welcome in. It's a Wednesday. The seventh son, Steve-O, what's going on? Welcome in. Yep, we're a little late today, but that's because I'm not feeling well. I was trying to get my affairs in order, and this is about as in order as they're going to get. So here I am. It is I. I don't know if that's comical, Caddy. I mean, I guess it can be cute and funny. If I feel like I don't like bugs in my space at all. I don't like bugs in my space at all. Lori Driscoll, I don't think I've ever said hello to you. Hey there. How are you? Welcome in. We just rented an SUV, says Sandy Wandy, and there was no spot for a spare. Oh yeah, I was reading about this a little bit this morning. Sandy Wandy was saying that they don't put spares in rental cars or in cars at all anymore. Dirty Mouse, good morning. What's going on? And I was thinking about that. They must be trying to cut costs because that's the only thing I could think of. If they can push that responsibility onto consumers, I bet you they will. That's pretty ridiculous, though. Like, what, am I supposed to bring my own? It's like, let me make sure that the car that I'm renting or whatever is the same wheel size as the spare I keep at home, you know? Like, is that the new thing or what? I don't care what model it is, just show me the wheels. How big are the wheels? Got to make sure my spare will fit on this rental. Yeah, they are pretty they're a lot smaller than us. I imagine it's scary when we get close. Imagine if that was our defense mechanism. We would just roll up into a ball of armor plates. That'd be weird. It'd be super weird. Instead, we get the fight or flight. Dirty Mouse pulling out the pastels, putting color to paper, not inspired, but trying. You know, I'm a big fan of waiting for the inspiration, but sometimes it never comes, and you kind of just have to fart around. And you kind of just have to fart around and see what happens. Sometimes that's what's inspiring. Sometimes you find the inspiration in the farting around. Went down a deep rabbit hole of Trotskyism last night. Yeah, Kristen Melinda was telling me it's like the concept of the revolution never ends. I thought that was kind of a scary thought. Is that really what you want? You want to fight a war forever? Are you serious? A civil war forever? I don't really understand exactly how that idea could be applied progressively, but let's go, you know? I don't know why there's a delay when I speak. Let me check my connection and everything real quick. Everything looks pretty fine on my end. I'm probably just a little slow today. Again, I'm not feeling very well, so I'm probably just speaking slower than normal, I would imagine. But the delay also might be a connection thing on your end, or sometimes YouTube will be out of sync video and audio, and I'll like pause or reload, or I forget how to fix it, but if you mess with it a little bit, it will sync back up normally. Thank you, Jeremy Fowler, for the 5x5. Not in sync here either. Kept reloading. Interesting. That's very strange. There's nothing more that I can do on my end, so I hope it doesn't stay like that for you. That's non-ideal. That is non-ideal. Bunch of people saying there's a mismatch. That's interesting. I wonder. My whole life feels out of sync today, guys. You guys are just seeing my true form. That's literally how my brain feels today. So, there's that. Just a truer window into what it means to be Captain Calhoun. Spit nails on the paper. Join the club, Spanx. Hey man, I been a member. Been a member for some time. I'm sorry you're feeling just like I am, Russ. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. I think like a hot breakfast is gonna be great today. Like some eggs and sausage or something to that effect, instead of like cold cereal. Maybe even like a little bit of oatmeal and some eggs or something like that. I think that will really turn me right around. I also didn't get hot coffee, so so much to do. But I bet you I feel better here pretty soon. We'll see. We'll see. I don't have a temperature, and it was just I didn't get a whole lot of sleep, and my tooth kept me up. It kept feeling like my jaw. I had to like keep moving around. I kept feeling my jaw as I was sleeping. It was really distracting. Then I woke up a bunch of times, so I'm sure I'm just tired as well as mildly infected. But I don't know. For those of you that don't know, I have an appointment tomorrow morning at 8:30 in the morning to get this sucker pulled. So that should be great. Yeah, I love this hoodie. My uncle hooked it up. I do have some Oragel, and it's not a pain thing, it's a pressure thing. So the Oragel, like the pain isn't really the issue at all. Like just being conscious of your entire jaw is not a comfortable feeling. I tell you what. You know how tooth pain will like shockwave out? Well, I have like a root canal on where that crown is. So where the infection is, there's no nerves. So I can just kind of like feel all this pressure. And I was feeling it on both sides last night, which was really strange. I've been keeping the swelling down. I feel like I've almost gone through a whole bottle of ibuprofen. There's something wrong with my brain, guys. I should have just gotten this. I don't mean really. My brain's great. My brain's actually fantastic. But I feel like it would have been really easy to just get this tooth pulled a long time ago. But we're here now. I know. I feel like I hate coming on here and whining. I feel like all we talk about these days is my tooth. I'm so sorry, people. We're going to get past it. And it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to feel better and be able to spread my wings with all you beautiful people. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I'm totally going to do that story that I was telling you guys about. Today's generally story time. I don't know what the heck we're going to do. If I feel well enough to tell a story, I will. I'm pretty sure I had a planned story, but if I feel well enough. Grande toasted sausage burrito is awesome. Yeah, I'm about to do something to that effect. I tell you what. I wonder if I have tortillas. I bet you I do. I bet you I do. Drive safe, Russ Allen. Much love and respect. Thanks for hanging out with us, brother. Thanks for all the support, you guys. It can't be the most awesome thing watching me suffer the past few days. So I appreciate you guys. Lord Kiss Freak, what's going on? Morning. You made it. I'm just a little shrill. Millie the Dandelion. Always a pleasure. I love your name so much. Lori Hart, what's going on? I'm so happy I have an appointment, Mira Dira. Mira, dearest, I am so excited. Tomorrow's like going to be a brand new chapter because it's going to be a chapter without that crown bothering me. You know what I mean? It's going to be a chapter. What's the word? Summarized? No. My brain is just a little slow today. Exemplified. A chapter exemplified by not tooth pain, but new ambitious endeavors. Rachel Narf, Shauna B, what's going on? CE says, I think it's normalizing making space for being annoyed about something while not letting that stopping us. Well, I appreciate that take. I strive to see the positive and stuff, and this is something that I hadn't seen. I really appreciate that. Oh my gosh, some bands are just louder than others. Someone needs to make a post-production guideline sheet and just distribute it to everybody. Lord Kiss Freak, this is a sentiment mirrored by other people, and I don't know what's going on. Basically all that I can do is like start the stream over, but for a number of reasons that's problematic for me and for us. So I don't know what to tell you, but I was told by about 5 other people that the audio and video are out of sync. You're not going crazy. You're just getting a window into the truer mind of the captain. See, because that is what I experience, like the world through my eyes. That's what's happening. That's how my brain works. Just a little stutter step. Yeah, just close your eyes, Shannon. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I hope it's not that bad. Oh, now I'm thinking about it, and it would be absolutely torturous to see the world that way all the time. While I potter about the house. That's awesome. I love the way that you said that. Language is one of my passions. I love language. The way the words fit together, the different ways to say the same thing, just the way that you can say things, I think I love it. It's big for me. I woke up to hearing my 88-year-old mom on a rant about politics and survival, fighting all the negativity around me. You know, Shauna B, this reminds me of my late great-grandmother, but bless her soul, Grandma Rosemary. She was a firecracker until the day they put her in the ground, and I loved her so much. I used to go hang out with her and listen to her stories because I enjoyed them so much. I loved listening to her spitfire while her devotionals were on the TV and whatnot. I thank you for that. I'm sorry that your morning is overly negative, but I want you to know that sharing that was special for me because I miss her, great grandma. One day you'll wish that she was still around ranting about politics and survival. My YouTube app just restarted and there's no more problems on my end, says Jen Ontney Hobbs. Well, I hope that solution can help everyone else that's listening to me stutter step. Yep, the out of syncness is a representation of tooth pain mayhem, says Miradira. I think you guys are getting it. We are humans having human problems. I've experienced so much toxic positivity in the mom sphere. It's okay to say, I'm having a hard time. Interesting, toxic positivity. I feel like I want to ask you to elaborate, but you don't have to. I tried restarting and got a cheese commercial. Now I just want cheese. Gosh, cheese does sound good. Although I've had quite a bit of cheese recently. I'm glad you're not suffering in silence, Shauna B. Yeah, no suffering in silence. It's often the hardest with the ones closest with us, like mothers and daughters, and it's often very difficult with family, especially living together. Seventh son, my mouth tends to run 5 seconds faster than my brain, so I know how you feel. I tell you what. I tell you what. Restart did not work for the LKF. Thanks, B. Hendricks. That was totally from the heart. That was not put through the filter at all. That was exactly what was going through my brain. I miss her. She gave me a big fat record collection before she passed, like her records from her time. I had Elvis in there, had all kinds of great stuff, Beatles in there, um, and I don't know what happened to them, and I'm so sad about that. I bet you at some point when I was out there wheeling and dealing, I bet you at some point I let them go in my heart, and they probably just ended up somewhere. Spanx, I'm planning on making my first YouTube video about that toxic positivity and healthy ways to move through anger. It's also going to be a love letter to metal music in a way. You got to let me know when you're doing it, Izzy. I'll be there, front row, front and center. That's so exciting. I would love to come be a student in your arena. Ooey gooey melted cheese. It sounds really good right about now. I'm so glad that I didn't chicken out, and I'm so glad that I decided to show up anyways. We're about 15 minutes into this thing, and I'm very happy I'm here. I tell you what, I was not certain how this was going to go, but just put a little distance in. I've like kind of run out into the center, and it seems okay. It seems okay. Body illusion. Sorry about that. I mean, I guess I shouldn't apologize because I'm not the one that sends out the notifications, but that sucks. I'm glad you made it. We've only been here about 15 minutes, so no sweat, no sweat. Caddy Connie says, my daughter had me up at 3 a.m. to get her to the airport. And that's something that your daughter and my tooth have in common. Both had to go to the airport at 3 in the morning. Ooh, I like this song a lot. I watched a documentary, an AI created documentary about, I don't know if it's actually a documentary, but I watched like a little YouTube video about the members of Linkin Park the other day, and I forgot how much I love that band. Forward looking, I'm with you there. But Izzy says she's going to make a video on it. I'm excited to see it. I'm also sure Izzy would love to explain it. But just judging by the words and how they're used in context, I can kind of imagine what it could mean in a couple different ways, right? But especially from someone that is passionate and inspired about it to make a video, I want to know what her take on it is because she has experience with it, obviously, right? Or she's whatever has led to her being inspired about it. I want to know. I want to know. R.I.P. Chester. Is it this month? Interesting. I didn't know the circumstances of his death until recently. I always just assumed he OD'd, and that is not the case. He did himself just like Tony, which is wild. When I learned that like a couple days ago, that blew my mind. I was like, wow, why? I mean, I guess I can totally understand actually. There's not a genuine question of why, but it's tragic. Conversations with Christy. Good morning. What's going on? Jill Anderson. Watermelon, lime, and mint into the juicer. Wow, that sounds good. I want to make my own little Jamba Juice in the kitchen, you know? It's my part-time day off today, and I actually slept until 11:45 a.m. Starting to realize I'm a nocturnal neurospicy one. Unfortunately, that doesn't fit into today's world. Well, gonna have to make it fit, huh? Tell the world, respect my authority. I mean, yeah, I can totally see that. There have been many times in my life where I've been in a similar headspace. You know what I mean? And I'm sure that Tony was in a similar spot. Like I can see that for sure. But I always it just seemed more without doing research and actually finding out what had happened, but it just always seemed like an overdose would have been more his style, I guess. Oh my. Body Illusion says Spank's grandpa story. Mine was driving down the road in Oklahoma, found some kind of parade, followed it, come to find out it's a procession. Found out it was Pretty Boy Floyd funeral. For those of you that don't know, Pretty Boy Floyd was a legendary bank robber back in the day. In what is his name? Johnny Dillinger, John, yeah, Johnny Dillinger's back in Johnny Dillinger's days. The blender Jamba Juice cost $1,000 in 2018. Wow, I worked at Jamba Juice for once upon a time. There was a rule you couldn't add anything to the Jamba Juice. You couldn't change the recipes. You couldn't add any foreign ingredients, nothing. I used to go in there in the mornings and open the store, and I would put energy drinks in my morning Jamba. I'd just make myself a special concoction regularly. It was pretty great. My buddy who got me the job was one of the managers. So we had that job. We used to clopen every weekend. We would close Saturday, open Sunday. We would clopen every weekend, and it was just me and him. So we would just party super hard. We would just be getting super stoned and just farting around, just doing a terrible job, I imagine, the whole time. And then one night we closed, went back to his place, and partied way too hard, and we were late opening the next morning. And I think that he had like not locked the doors all the way. Like when you put the key in, there's one of those deadbolts that comes down. I think it was like partial. It was like diagonal or something. And a customer came and like tried to open the doors, like just to walk in while we were still probably asleep. And the doors partially opened, but not all the way, and set the alarm off. So his boss was notified that the alarm was going off. We're still sleeping. So we lost that job. Well, he lost that job. I never showed up to work again. I was like, I'm not doing this. But that's my Jamba Juice story. He was a very, very young man. I was like 21. I was old enough to buy alcohol. Have a fun time doing mom stuff, Rachel. Thanks for hanging out with us. That is the essence of it, Izzy E, right there. Just do a bunch of dumb stuff, get tired of it, and tried not to do it for a while. That's literally what we do here. That's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing. That's what I did, you know? That's for sure how I got here. Yeah, clopen shifts, never again. I mean, yeah, there's no reason for that. It was fun for a while. Sometimes I just gotta check to remind myself that I'm okay. Ugh. The mind's a powerful thing, dude. I tell you what. Man, I'm hungry. Is it okay if I shut this sucker down a half hour early, guys? Because I really want to. We could totally just hang out for another half hour, and I probably will be okay. I'll probably live. What do you think? What do you think? I tell you what, I am going to turn the AC on. Mm. Yeah, I should have breakfast. That's what Sandy Wandy says. I think Sandy Wandy's right. We should just all listen to Sandy Wandy. I should have breakfast. There's like so much pressure now. Yeah, I think I got to get out of here. I want to see what's going on. If I want to have a normal day, I probably need to take care of myself. So much love, everybody. Hit that like, subscribe, and the bell for notifications if you like what we do here. Catch me on Conversations with Christine today at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. Catch the Admiral this evening at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. And I also, Carol at Needing a Meeting will be live today at 1:40 p.m. Pacific time. Shout out to all my ripples, everyone on the crew of the lifeboat. You guys are all heroes. You guys are what makes this thing work. You guys showing up, communicating, living heart forward, right? It's amazing. And Izzy's inspired now. Izzy, please let me know whenever you get around to doing that vid. And I know you're a busy woman. I know you got lots going on. But I support you, and I just want to be there for it. I want to be there for the whole thing. So let me know. And I just also I think that's super cool, dude. I'm super excited for you. Super stoked. Make it a great day, everyone. Says Lord Kiss Freak. Oodles of noodles in my future for sure, but oodles of love right now for all, and the robust magical wishes. Millie the Dandelion, our very own. All right, guys.